And hello, let's go for another edition of the Joust. We have here in the north side, starting in the color pink, it is BOI. Playing with the Malians. Yeah, going for wood and building the mining camp right there. So this is pretty good. Pretty good. Excuse me. On the other side, it is Mikadoman playing as the Abbasid, going on berries. Berries first, 7 workers. The next worker should get going to the gold here. Oh man, why wasn't he Byzantines? The straight post is perfect. Well, perfect in location, not perfect in... Camel archers, I never saw anyone use camel archers, honestly. It's just elephants, knights, maybe Sipahi or Letrier, that's pretty good. I wouldn't mind seeing this House of Wisdom a little bit further, 2 tiles further away here. Actually, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, it would be so that the influence takes up more space. But that space is taken up by the trade post, so whatever. Whatever. On the other hand here, let's see what BOI's doing. BOI went with 6 houses. Yeah, so now with 6 houses, I think BOI just pages up, right? Doesn't do anything else here. Doesn't even gather more wood. Yeah, so speaking strategy, I think, you know, it's gonna be fast castle versus 2 TC. Has to be, but the military wing here of Mikadoman will even things out a lot. So we don't yet know what Mikadoman is up to. 4 on gold, interesting. And he's heading on sheep. That is very interesting. And I guess it is, there we go, here's the military wing. Military wing creates 2 spears, 2 archers. They should be harassing BOI immediately. Speaking of harassing, let's see the scouting. So BOI scouted the east side here. And Mikadoman is scouted his own side here. This area does not contain any sheep anymore, because BOI scouted it before. And I am very interested to see now, as if Mikadoman, how much he struggles to find this. And for BOI here, it's going to be very difficult, I suppose. Finding his next gold to put a pit mine on. Because that gold will be out of the question, so it will have to be these 2. Will he, number 1, find them, and number 2, will he be able to do anything? Ooh, BOI just scouted. Knows exactly what's up. And with a little bit of gold there. No stone getting mined. This is for sure a fast castle from Mikadoman, but there's a lot of guys on wood here. So maybe it is like a 8 villagers on wood. It's going to be a fast castle on his own terms. He's going to get a few buildings. So not really a fast castle, but a slow feudal. Slow feudal fast. Short feudal is what I meant. Okay, there we go. There are the 2 spears, 2 archers. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. Slows them down tiny little bit. The scout going down. The scout is not going directly home. This is scary. I don't think the tower is worth it to stop these 4 guys, because then the tower is kind of a dead thing. Oh, and BOI adding the tall outposts. Oh, but it's way to the outside here. And blacksmith stable. Mikadoman gives no respect here for BOI's potential push. He knows exactly what's going on. He's gonna lose a worker. No, he is not. I don't know why he's trying even to get the tower up. I guess it saves this food, but he has that food going. Yeah, now it's gonna be horsemen, which makes it really hard to counter here if you're a boy. Yeah, and they're gonna get a range, exactly what he predicted. Here's a horseman right now with ranged armor. So, one of the possible other, like, alternate strategies would be, and there it is, the fast ram at 545. That is a really good ram. But notice how we built the ram on the Stealth Forest? I don't think Boy sees this. No, Boy has no clue. Boy has no clue. He's gonna lose 2 houses here. For sure he's gonna lose 2. Maybe loses another one. The archers slash javelin throwers. They're gonna slow this push down. I really, really like the preemptive horseman. Alright, the archers aren't here. And Mikadoman pulls, but doesn't quite pull right away. Oh, it's gonna be rough, Boy. Nice micro from Boy here. These guys already have ranged armor. They can't really sit under the TC, but they can do something. And for Mikadoman, he's going Horseman Archer. He already has the 2 spears. Sofas aren't great. Warrior Scouts would need to already be on the field to really be worth it. So Boy just went to TC with the gold. Because now, after the new patch, town centers cost gold and wood instead of stone and wood. So stone really becomes a bit of a weirdly useless resource for Malians in Feudal Age. Just for emplacements on towers. Okay, Mikadoman trying to apply pressure at another place here. Boy not really, doesn't have the space to... Wow, what a terrible game for Boy here. Doesn't have space to do anything. Okay, so he's trying to go with the infantry comp. Getting housed, yeah. That DC, 11 workers, some of them could fall. Yeah, that ram does well to stay outside of range, but Mikadoman, I think... Oh, the ram is not exposed anymore, but the ram was exposed. There was a timing there for Boy to attack. The ram and the units were behind. And there we go, Mikadoman attacking the TC. One villager is gonna die. No, but it does die. So it's 1-0 in worker kill. Worker kills. Mikadoman going with this pseudo all-in. So I don't think this is an all-in. I think there's a follow-through. But it is all-in adjacent. A lot of chips are getting thrown here. Okay, Boy seems to have weathered the storm here. Mikadoman trying to micro. Micro does fail a little bit, but look at that. Mikadoman already going with his own second TC. Like, honestly, just about a tier. Just, I think Mikadoman, like, after going through the trouble of keeping Boy away from gold, and Boy has no gold to his name, other than, yeah, the Magic Quarry, I guess. But that's the only gold Boy has, right? He doesn't have the pit mines. Doesn't really have all the Malian infrastructure that they are known for. Like, just gamble on yourself here. Just gamble that you're gonna keep winning this. Here would have maybe okay. I like this. It's closer, but it's in the front, so this is very targetable. More targetable than what Boy has. So keep that in mind. Or are we gonna get a wolf kill? I hope not. Wow. Okay, so Mikadoman, I think, could, in theory, start just pumping out units here. Okay, doesn't want to push too hard into the second DC. It is very weak, but not quite that weak. Alright, Boy, finally out of it. Boy can get his structure going. And the advantage for Boy here, he had to invest more into everything. But he didn't, he only lost one worker, and he didn't lose a lot of army. He has more army than Mikadoman. Looking at these stats, it seems like Boy's ahead. Of course, he had to spend a lot of resources here. Like again, this is the second pit mine he's built. Finally getting that all outposts. Protecting the deer, protecting the berries. I didn't know why he went there, like in the early game. I know now. Oh, that's rough. That's rough. Boy trying it. That's third worker. Third worker starting to mount here. The pressure. Mikadoman already with fresh foodstuffs, researched. Mikadoman looking really good to go into Castle Age and get a Gulam timing on 2TC. This is not good though. If Boy capitalizes, Boy can get himself a pretty sizable advantage here. Boy trying to trap the archer, he does, and one horseman lives out of that. So we're going horseman camel archers. I like camel archers, except when my opponent is going with archers or javelin throwers. And like they just don't trade well. Because like stats wise they're pretty good. Like 12 attack, 150 health. They do take the bonus damage from javs, but like they're really good otherwise. My problem here really is the 700, the 170 food. That's correct, and 60 wood. Build them, but okay, he's having one. Yeah, he's having one. No cavalry here for Boy, but doesn't hurt to protect against sofas. We see a culture ring going up. So you didn't research anything really. You researched wood gathering, fresh foodstuffs, and ranged armor. That's it. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's a nice tower. That's a nice outpost. Farimba from Boy. Farimba. We haven't seen that in a while. It's very forward. It's very, very forward. Now, Boy's gonna be on 3 pit mines. Excuse me. And he's gonna have infinite villagers on those golds. He's gonna be on this pit mine soon. Eco-wise, Boy's way better than Mikadoman. However, and I stress this again, Mikadoman's timing was a little bit more decent. Mikadoman will have cheaper upgrades. And there was a lot of damage done by Mikadoman. And look at his army. His army is getting back together here for Mikadoman. Only 4 Donzo. Donzo are going to be very critical. Okay, Mikadoman Castle Age. He should immediately get Preservation of Knowledge before any attacks. Before any attacks, dude. There we go. Okay, but now we also have Castle Age. Musofadi Warriors, the veteran Musofadi Warriors. Oh, it's gonna be great! We have Lancers and Gulam being made by Mikadoman. Oh wow, do you know what? Oh. Yeah, I was thinking camels. Camels would only be good against some Musofadi Warriors. Everything else kinda counters them. So no, camels would be kinda crap here. I think Horseman Gulam would have been really good. And because of how thin on gold that is, you get a lot of upgrades. That could also have worked really, really well. Mikadoman goes on deer. What I like about Mikadoman's setup here is that he can go ecoing into him, if the game goes that way. It's cheaper to do so, and you get agriculture for cheap too. That instantly becomes extremely powerful. Now Boy can get a setup here on this gold vein. Local knowledge, I don't remember what that does, but we're getting Musofadi Warriors. Oh, it's healing after stealth, there we go. Oh, is he going? Oh, this is Musafaris and archers. Oh, poisoned arrows on the Farimba? That is not what he wanted to do, I'm sure. Well, okay, let's see how that goes. This area is still open. Mikadoman could get a sneak here. This is open. I think there are things Mikadoman can do. I don't fear this army from Mikadoman at all, really. Boy reacted perfectly here with his army. Yeah, come at me with Lancers and Musafari warriors, and Gulam, sorry, I have my own Musafari warriors. But this should be. Gulam and the Horsemen, I think, are pretty good. The Horsemen are very scary. Because, like, we have 4 Donzo here. 4 Donzo does nothing. 4 Donzo does nothing. The poison arrows are going to be really good. Mikadoman really wants to get those upgrades. He also really wants to get relics. It looks like he is. Yeah, getting the relics. They're out of the most farther away. Oh, and we have an attack here on the houses. Boy could try to be tactical and attack from behind. Does he even have the time? No, he's just gonna send the units sideways. Yeah, that's the second pit mine. Now the damage is far less, right? 150 resources on a 78 worker economy. Not really too much. Wow, look at the Musafari warriors just trash this. Oh, the horsemen needed to be everywhere. They needed to be everywhere. But hitting archers is pretty good. I'll give them that much. Musafari warriors are cleaning this up. Gal Archer unfortunately not doing much. And the Mikadoman might transition, considering the resources as well, into a more archer-based approach. Let's see what he does here. That's a scout from Mikadoman. It's about to die. And we are 29-9 army. On an even economy worker-wise, but we have 3 pit mines. So this is starting to look rough for Mikadoman. Going through triple TC. Very late in the game. I don't think it's a bad call. I just think he spent a lot of resources doing that. Or resource management from Mikadoman as well. Very unlike him. What is very like him is that Mikadoman already has 2 relics. Let's see what the... Yeah, oh, there we go. 2 relics. Getting set up. Maybe end on the horizon here. I usually would say here that that Mikadoman won't accomplish much from staying Castle Age, and he won't, except saving himself. Oh, this is gonna be rough. Like, the workers are gonna see the guy there. And that is the last relic. That is the final relic that Mikadoman will be able to obtain. This relic is denied. Oh, and he walled around the oh, this is border gore. This is border gore. Okay, but for now, we at least get a warning if the army comes over. I think, though, Boy might be seeing ghosts here. Can't believe Mikadoman is going Horseman Archer. Okay, Horseman Archer, Mangonels. That's a very different army. Horseman Archer, Mangonels is pretty good. And now he's managing his resources better. Oh, getting his sprinkled up as well. Boy doesn't have any siege. But doesn't hurt to be careful. Oh, 40 archers. Oh my god. If those Mangonels connect, the boy is dead. However, we have invisible boys. Oh, that's gonna work! That worked! That worked! Those are Abbasid villages now. Okay, I think Mikadoman lets that get destroyed and lets the town center get hit. Needs houses! You need houses, mate! No! Going to the mill boys at. Ugh. Okay, we're getting the sticker sites as well. Mikadoman is playing this with T. Does he let the DC go down? I think he does. Yeah, that DC just went down. My worry here is the archers. He's gonna let the mangies go down. But massive shot! Massive shot! And those, they are not Danzo, they are Musos. Safari warriors. Oh, what a hit! What a hit! Oh, this game looking ugly for BOI here. Not the game, but the fight is looking ugly. Mikadoman suffered minimal losses, except the Mangonel. Mangonel wasn't minimal. Why are these Mangonels different here on the graphic? Maybe because, like, one was built from Siege Workshop, the other one from... Is that even a Siege Workshop from Mikadoman? There is one. Where is it? That's right there. Alright, there we go. Another Mangi. 3 Mangies. Is 3 Mangies the max it should go here, or is that the overkill? Oh, these workers are about to suffer a fate far worse than death. They're gonna get picked off. I like this. I like this. No scout for Mikadoman. As we can see here on the graphic, there is no scout. What there is, though, is death. Oh, and that's a good pick. Was it worth it? I think worth it for the content. Ah. Yeah, there we go. That's 8-0 in worker kills. BOI kinda slowed down. Not producing from both DCs. Ooh, the archers are about to close in on the Mangies. Keep in mind that Mangonels, when they close down like this, they don't actually do anything. I'm using stealth again to good effect, so now this is real damage from both players. Mikadoman going for a more eco-based damage. Was that really the way? Because the army of Mikadoman, underestimating what BOI has, might get cleaned up. Musafaris and archers. BOI is stressing his own army a little bit more, and BOI calls it the horsemen, proving to be too much. Too much, but it was a fantastic game nonetheless. Hey BOI, it's a best of 3. Thank you for warning me. If we see the graph here, oof, that was very ugly. And that's ugly for BOI as well. 61 kills, 156 lost. Don't even know what to say.